KTM 1290 Super Adventure S. Covering the ground quickly and effortlessly is what the KTM 1290 Super Adventure S is made for. An Adventure-spec V-twin with 160 horsepower and 138 Nm means that entire cross-country journeys are dispatched easily, while adaptive cruise control and semi-active suspension together with reworked rider-focused ergonomics and technology bring agility and long-distance comfort to an entirely new level. It's a bold claim, but we'll make it. The KTM 1290 Super Adventure S is the new benchmark. KTM 1290 Super Adventure R. Pick a point on a map, drop a pin, and hit the road. The KTM 1290 Super Adventure R is engineered to cross the wildest, most challenging terrain with the unmatched stability and class-leading performance. It leaves us saying only one thing: uncharted territory beware. The KTM 1290 Super Adventure R is primed and ready to plant its flag anywhere on the planet. Both machines still use KTM's LC4 V-twin, still at 1,301 cubic centimeters displacement, with a 75-degree cylinder angle and DOHC top end. For 2022, KTM says the LC4 now has thinner engine cases and a new oil circuit, which work together to lighten the bike. There's a new exhaust system and a new Pankl gearbox, which KTM says results in big improvements if the rider opts for the quick shifter. Good news if you weren't a fan of the previous up/down quick shifter. KTM also put new pistons in the engine, which are said to make it more reliable. There's a new water/oil cooling system with radiators designed to move warm air away from the rider's leg. Service intervals on the updated engine are 15,000 kilometers apart, just over 9,000 miles, and KTM also claims the revised V-twin has low fuel consumption. The press release does not mention horsepower or torque figures. Presumably, it's still in the ballpark of 160 horsepower and 102 pound-feet of torque. Chassis change-up. The chromoly steel frame sees the steering head moved 15 millimeters backward, with engine mounts also relocated, and there's a new aluminum subframe. KTM also put a new, longer open lattice swing arm on both the S and R models. This is supposed to give better straight line stability under acceleration. There's a lower seat on both models, and a low-mounted 6.1-gallon fuel tank, very similar to the 790/890 series of motorcycles. This should keep the bike's weight centered down low, improving handling. Electronic improvements. These days, the arms race is in the world of onboard safety electronics, not horsepower. So, KTM says the new 1290 series comes with the latest generation electronic rider aids, including a less intrusive traction control system and a new 6-axis IMU that powers rain, street, sport, and off-road modes, as well as an optional rally riding mode. Rally mode is similar to the same named feature from previous KTM models, with 9-level adjustable traction control, which can be changed on the fly to suit riding conditions. Off-road mode prevents front-wheel lockup while allowing the rear wheel to slide around in the dirt. Both bikes also come with a new 7-inch TFT screen, presumably the same display unit that KTM just announced for the updated 1290 Super Duke GT. Like the GT, the Super Adventure models also get updated switchgear, which is supposed to help riders navigate the submenus more easily. If you've ever cursed the engineers as you tried to switch the heated grips on via the switches, you'll appreciate this update. The Super Adventure R and Super Adventure S also get a new remote keyless system with anti-relay attack tech. This should improve the bike security, making it harder for crims to take off on your bike, but giving you all the convenience of a keyless fob system. While this may seem like an unnecessary feature in the middle of the BDR, no doubt it will be appreciated by anyone who rides in an area known for high bike theft. KTM My Ride integration also comes standard for these machines, allowing the rider to answer or reject incoming calls via Bluetooth connection. Speaking of which, there's a waterproof compartment on the bike that keeps your phone dry, with an integrated USB port for recharging. Bike-specific features. The 1290 Super Adventure S is intended for street-based adventure, with 19-inch front and 17-inch rear wheels. It comes with an adaptive cruise control system using technology developed by Bosch. This functions like standard cruise control, following a preset speed, until the system detects a vehicle ahead using radar sensors. Then, it maintains a standard following distance from traffic ahead in the lane. KTM says it's remodeled the optional add-ons for the S model, including Suspension Pro for the WP Apex semi-active suspension. See our previous write-up on this updated tech here. Suspension Pro includes individual damping settings for the fork and shock, automatic preload adjustment, and an on-off anti-dive setting. The Rally Pack comes with Rally Riding Mode included. The Tech Pack includes the options from the Rally Pack and Suspension Pro, as well as Hill Hold Control, HHR, Motor Slip Regulation, MSR, and an up/down quick shifter. The S model's WP Apex rear shock is also new, with 200 millimeters of travel and a new hydraulic preload adjustment system. And there's a new adjustable windshield. The 1290 Super Adventure R comes with a 21-inch front and 18-inch rear wheel and tubeless Bridgestone AX41 tires for playing in the dirt. Instead of electronic semi-active suspension management, it comes with WP Sploor inverted front forks with separate compression and rebound systems. There's also a new WP Sploor PDS, linkage-free progressive damping system. KTM says it's put the updated suspension through extensive testing across North America and Europe to deliver off-road domination. Translation: KTM put its crew of highly trained, semi-tame on-staff desert racers to work, tuning the suspension to work well on all suspensions. As well, there's a new airbox, making it easier to clean the filter, with only 4 screws needing to be removed. The air filter itself is also updated with vertical ribs instead of horizontal, which is supposed to direct dust and sand to the bottom of the airbox. Summary: all in all, there is no single, massive upgrade here that completely transforms these motorcycles. However, there are a lot of smaller tweaks that should add up to a feeling of overall improvement. Both bikes should be available at North American KTM dealerships this month, although we have not seen pricing announced yet.